Just please reconfirm.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us recap that in the last session we were done with the configuration part of organization levels of SAP and those levels were client, number 2 company code, number 3 plant, then purchase organization number 4, and storage location number 5. Okay, and today we will going to configure one more entity, and that is actually not called as a org level, but that plays a very important role in carrying out the procurement activities, and the name of that particular entity is purchasing group. And the interesting fact about this entity purchasing group is that after getting it configured into SAP system, this is not at all linked with any of the org level, right? It is an independent entity. Actually, the reference or I would say the meaning of purchasing group is a buyer who is sitting in a purchasing department and negotiating with the suppliers that on the basis of price, on the basis of quality, quantity, the delivery time, everything he does, to procure all the requirement, all the required raw materials, utility materials, everything, right? Just a moment. So we are here in purchasing, and we have to follow this node, create purchasing group. So this is a menu path in which we are going with reference to the configuration menu path, but you can directly go with the transaction OME4. OME4. This is a T code for purchasing group. Okay, so let me just come out of this transaction and we will do the configuration with reference to the menu path. So I'm again going into the create purchasing group, and let me just again recap that how we have reached here. So what you have to do, directly go into materials management, and under materials management click on purchasing, and under purchasing it is create purchasing group, and then hit on this clock IMG activity. IMG activity is referring that you are doing the configuration. So let us take an example. Let us make a new entry. It is a 3 alphanumeric letter string. It is a 3 alphanumeric letter string, like 219 is, sorry, this is Z17, Z15, Z13, like that. So what we will do, we will going to create one new entry. We can take anyone's name. For example, let's take name of one of the candidate from here only. Let's take description. Madhura, and the code of Madhura will be, that means the buyer is M01. Let's take an example like that. And 01145237933. Fax number, you can put anything, telephone number, and there is also email address to be maintained, madhuratest@gmail.com. Enter, and you can just save this entry. This is also a configuration activity. That is why the system is prompting the transport request. This is a transport request actually. Okay, let me just copy this and I will show you that what it contains, and let's hit on continue. The table is getting as the table for this purchasing group is T024. Let us come back and let us open the table. What is the transaction code, my dear friends, to display a table? T code क्या है? याद है किसी को?
SE16.
SE16.
Very good, very good. You all are very attentive audience. So SE16 to display the table, and the table is T024. And let us again go to the create purchasing group. Here you can see that at present we have 43 purchasing groups. That means 43 buyers. This buyer is referring that it is an individual buyer or a group of people who are doing the purchasing activities. Okay.
Rajeev, one question.
Yes.
Then what is the difference between purchasing group and purchasing org?
Purchasing org, actually it is connected with the plant to carry out the procurement activities. So that plays a very important role. It is a kind of a department, a logical department in SAP system, which plays the role of procurement activities with reference to different plants. And this buyer is a person actually. So let's take an example of 4 people who are working as a purchasing executive in the company.
Okay.
And let me give you the example like this. M01 is responsible to purchase raw material. Okay, so this is Madhura. This is how many people we have. Let me just check the name like that. Okay, so let's take name of Bhaskar. So B01, this is how you will be able to understand. B01, this person is responsible to purchase spare parts or machinery parts. Okay, let's take an example of Daniel, D01. Daniel is responsible for utility part. The gas, water. Okay. R01, they are responsible for purchasing operating supplies. So these codes are very, very important to get assigned into the material master data. And also these codes should be there in the SAP system, so that all the information which is mentioned over here that can be shared with the supplier. Actually, this purchasing group is a focal point of contact for the supplier.
Purchasing group, it is a company entity or supplier? Purchasing group is relevant to the business or it is relevant to supply?
It is relevant for the business. The buyer who is sitting in a purchasing department, they are doing the procurement activities. So this is a code, and whenever a purchase order is raised, this particular code is also mentioned in the purchase order. Let me just show you quickly the purchase order screen. ME21N, and the information which is can you see this purchase group?
Yes, yes, yes.
So I am putting M01, and if you can see, Madhura name will going to appear, and this name along with the Madhura's contact information like email address, phone number, mobile, fax, everything, this information will go to the supplier, the supplier what we will going to use over here. So this supplier will going to receive the information what Madhura has sent in this purchase order, like material, purchase order quantity, delivery price, net price, everything. And it is very important that whatever the quantity which is expected in this purchase order, that is being taken care of. But in case of any kind of a unexpected situation, if the vendor is not in a situation to deliver the set quantity in a purchase order, then to whom this supplier will going to contact in such a big organization? Are you getting the point that what is
Yes,
the
yes, yes.
important I would going to use a very simple line that purchasing group or buyer or a person or a group of people, they will going to act as a single point of contact or focal point of contact for the supplier, because these two people, the supplier and the purchasing group, they are having the conversation that when the material will be delivered, in how much quantity, what will be the grade of the quality, at what price you are delivering. And for example, if the PO is made for 13,000 and the vendor is not in a situation to deliver the rest of the 4,000, then he will going to again call Madhura and will say that, hey, right now we are in a situation to give you 9,000 only by this and this date, but after 4 days we will going to make up for the rest of the remaining 4,000 as well. So this person buyer will going to have a consistent information, and there will be a to and fro communication. Hope this is clear, and you
Yes, yes.
understood this, right? Okay, great.
Yeah. So question.
Yes.
Yeah. So the purchasing org and the purchasing group, they both deal with the procurement activity, right? However, the purchasing group is the point of contact for the
Yes.
vendor.
Exactly. You are totally correct. Yes.
Okay. And then the purchasing group is also independent of the org structure.
Yes, absolutely correct. No linking at all. I again repeat, no linking at all. Neither with the company code, neither with the plant, nor with the purchase organization, and not at all with the store location as well. So no linking at all.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So we are in the table, and if you can see, there are 43 entries, and let us execute all of them. And we will going to search our purchase group, like by clicking on Control F, and you can just type M01 and hit on continue. So this is the purchase group is there. So and we can
Number 4 from the top. Probably, I think.
oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, yeah. So this is Madhura, the contact information. So our table is updated well. Our table is T024 for purchase group, and there is always a confusion between these two tables. So table is T024 for P group. Okay. And the table T024E in the end, it is a table for purchase organization. So please, make a note of it that whenever there is E in the end, this table is for purchase organization. When there is no E in the end, it is a table for purchasing group, that is buyer, who is involved in the purchasing activities. Any doubts so far, friends? Hello?
No.
कोई doubt तो नहीं है, friends?
No, sir.
Okay. So
Rajiv,
go ahead.
question. So the buyer is those we maintain the purchase group. So
Hmm.
they are in the PO2 vendor.
Sorry.
Uh, those we maintain the purchase group, the
Hmm.
point of contact. So they are releasing the PO2 vendor or any other department
Yes,
releasing.
yes, yes, yes. They are only the person who are creating the purchase order and sending it to the supplier.
Okay, okay.
Yep, yep. And they are the single point of contact for the supplier as well.
And as we listed here, so
Hmm.
those person are only responsible for the raw materials, spare parts, separately, right?
Yes, yes.
Means if there is requirement for spare parts, then D01 is responsible to purchase the spare parts, right?
Yes, he can do that. Sometimes, you know what happens that, for example, Bhaskar is on vacation, is on planned vacation for a week, and there is no one as a backup. So, as a mutual discussion or a mutual understanding, Bhaskar had informed Daniel that can you please help me to order these pending spare parts in my absence. So what Daniel will going to do, Daniel will going to use his D01, right, in his absence, and his information, that is his desk number, his mobile number, his email address, will be sent to the supplier, but he will going to purchase the spare parts in Bhaskar absence. So this can be done by anyone, right? But the purpose of having this M01 or B01 in the purchase order is that the correct communication address should be sent to the supplier so that he can contact if there is any need to. Otherwise, he will going to go, he will be, very, very much puzzled that in case of is there any kind of a change in the delivery date, any kind of a change in the quantity as well, any kind of a change in the quantity grade as well, to him, he will going to contact, to whom he will going to contact. So that's why these codes are there, and these codes are containing all the possible communication details.
So there is one another question is one scenario. For example, Madhura purchasing a raw material means releasing one PO to the vendor. Okay, and after that Madhura going on vacation.
Hmm.
So that time how supplier or vendor contact to that point of person? Is any other details we provided with us? If there any emergency and Madhura is on leave, so that
Can
time how point of contact will happen?
can you please repeat your question? I just lost you in between. Can you please repeat that?
Okay,
Yep.
okay. So for example, Madhura releasing one PO for purchasing the raw material, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after that some emergency, Madhura have some emergency and Madhura on leave. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that time, how the point of contact it works means we all already maintain the purchasing group as M01, right? And the point
Yes.
of contact is Madhura. So that time, how supplier and vendor got a point of contact?
So see, in such a situation, actually, vendor will be having the details of Madura, right? But before going before going on vacation, Madura had shared some details that uh, or there is a phone number, there is a desk number as well. Okay, and also it is very important that Madhura needs to inform his core team members, for example, and those core team members could be Bhaskar, it could be Daniel, it could be Reshma. These people will going to help Madhura in her absence, and they will coordinate with the supplier for the upcoming good receipt, which are yet to be received in our SAP premises, in our premises, and also in the SAP system. So this is how this will going to work. It's a kind of team coordination work, whoever raised the purchase order. But if some person is going on vacation or a kind of emergency leave, then that vendor can contact a local help desk team, and they will going to route the call to the concerned person in the purchasing department in absence to Madhura or anyone else. So that is
Okay.
not that is not at all a big deal. There is a
Good.
team to take care of it. Yeah. Okay, friends. So any other questions before we move on to the next topic? of
Sir, Bhaskar here.
yes, Bhaskar.
After creating the purchase organization, is it if we search in the table, it is showing the company code. That means when we create the purchase group, is it linked to purchase organization,
No,
or we
no,
need to link configure?
no. Let me just repeat again. Purchase organization is not at all linked to any of the org level. Please understand that. Purchase group I'm talking about. I again repeat, purchase.
Okay. Okay.
This topic is for purchase group, not for
Oh.
purchase organization. We are already done with the purchase organization.
Done, sir. My question is, how do we know this purchase group is linked to purchase organization? Because that purchase organizations having different purchase organizations having different purchase groups, right? Like raw materials, spare part, finishing goods, something
Wait,
consumer
wait,
goods.
wait, Bhaskar. I think you are little bit confused. What I need to share over here that purchase organization is definitely working with so many suppliers to uh, purchase different types of raw materials, spare parts, maintenance part, utility material, operating stuff, right? But
Mm-hmm.
in system, purchasing organization is not at all linked to any purchasing group. There is no any connection,
Okay, got it, got it.
right?
Got it. So
Let me
based
just
on when we creating the PO, we need to select which purchase group is responsible to the that material. Then we,
exactly.
okay, got it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. So there is no any logical link. Let me just show you the purchase organization. It is just a single entity.
Okay.
You have to create.
Sir, Panchanan here, sir.
Sorry.
Sir, Panchanan here.
Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, my question is if I make PO, okay,
Hmm.
and by mistakenly my PO is deleted my system.
Mm-hmm.
So मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है कि PO आ सकता है क्या सिस्टम में दोबारा?
नहीं, देखिए पीओ कहीं भी जाता नहीं है. पीओ का आपने क्या ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या आपने लाइन आइटम डिलीट किया होगा तो द पीओ विल रिमेन हियर ओनली एंड यू कैन डू द undeletion like this. PO will be here. It will not going to get disappeared even if you are deleting it in the SAP system. अगर आप उसको पूरी तरह archive करते हो तो that is a process in which the PO will be disappeared completely. समझ रहे हैं?
Okay, okay.
यप, तो पीओ आपके सिस्टम में ही रहेगा, वो कहीं नहीं जाएगा. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Kshitij Somkuar here.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, this is my second lecture and I am not able to understand anything. Can you just tell me which lecture is going on?
Kshitij, before I answer your question, can you please let me know to which course you have joined?
Sir, MM.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for your answer. So now I'm answering your question. This session is going for SAP S4 HANA, and this is day 2. And on first day, we are done with the enterprise structure of SAP Materials Management, that how the enterprise structure works. So, and all these sessions are getting recorded. You can connect with your single point of contact in Henry Harvin, and they will give you the link of the video so that you can refer that session on video, and they will and you will going to learn that what was covered in the day 1 session.
All right, sir.
Right. And
Okay.
yep. Okay. So guys, मुझे आपको एक बात और कहना है कि आज का सेशन हम लोग 9 बजे तक ही रखेंगे. मुझे कुछ काम की वजह से निकलना है और कल का कुछ पॉसिबल होगा तो यहाँ पर the rest of the people can share your name and number as well, so that there is one person who had created a WhatsApp group and he will going to add all those numbers in that group. So if it is possible, we can meet tomorrow just to compensate this 1 hour which we are not covering today. So friends, we are done with the enterprise structure today. Now we will going to move on to the next part, that is master data in SAP. So first master data is material, master data. Number 2, vendor master data. Number 3, purchase information record. And number 4, source list. Okay. And as I said earlier, that whatever we do in SAP, there is a already predefined destination table for each and every kind of a data. Okay. There are so many. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Yep. So there are, several kind of different tables. Likewise, we understood, couple of tables in configuration part. Similarly, we will going to explore some tables in these master datas. Okay.
So, Rajiv, I have one question. So, these tables are predefined by SAP itself, or it depends on the organization which is using SAP?
Actually, these tables are predefined by SAP. Okay.
Okay.
But there is a possibility that on the very much specific need of the organization as well, we can create our own custom table as well, if there is a need to. Very different kind of a case wherein we want to put some dynamic or variable inputs with which we want to trigger something specific in our business process. So that is also a possibility, but usually I would say 95 to 97% every business is using the SAP provided tables. Right. Okay, so let us explore material master data now. So there are a couple of transitions which we have to take care of. Material master data is created with MM01, change MM02, display MM03, deletion flag MM06, extend the material from one plant to other plant, or one S-log to other S-log. So this will going to happen with the transition MM01. Okay. Number range MMNR. The very important transition right now I'm sharing is OMS2. This transition is called as heart of SAP MM. Everything is getting controlled with this transition material type. Okay. So let us quickly jump on to the just a moment. I'm searching for my SAP screen. Okay, here it is. Hope you can see my screen.
Yeah.
Okay, let us quickly create a one material master data in SAP system, and let's try to understand what exactly it is. So this is an initial screen of material master data. It contains 3 fields. This field is for the number range. System will going to give us internally. It will going to auto assign, and this is an industry sector, that to which industry sector our material belongs, which for which we want to create its material master data. So let us select mechanical engineering just for an example, and this is the material type I was talking about. That the configuration for this material type is very important and critical to the SAP MM, and that is why it is called as the heart of materials management. SAP materials management.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
I have one question. Is this appearing material defined or मतलब default or
See
मतलब ये default है क्या create किया हुआ है?
ये already create किया हुआ है, and we will going to learn that how we will going to create these raw materials as well, these material types. We will going to learn. Yeah, we will going to learn so many things in the material master data. Okay, so these are predefined, and we can create our custom material type as well depending upon the business need. Okay. Okay. So we have just now entered two entities, the mechanical engineering, the industry sector, and the material type, and we will going to hit on select views. These are the different views in which we have to enter the different information about material. So we are choosing basic data 1.
Rajesh,
Yes.
industry sector and material type, it is linked in there is any linkage in between industry sector and material type?
No, there is no any linkage. No. Both are separate thing, and we will going to learn that how we can create this industry sector in configuration. We are coming to that point. We will be covering everything in the material master data, but first I would like you all to be very much familiar with the material master data screen, that how a material master is created. Okay, these are different views, and these views are completely controlled with the selection of material type. For example, if we would have chosen finished material, then there would not have been the purchasing department. There would have been the sales department. Okay, because finished products are never purchased, they are always sold to the end customer. So that is why a sales org is needed. So let us go to the org level, that means the plant. So let us pick 1710. This is the plant which is available in our SAP system, and let us select the store location as well. It is 171A, and hit on continue. So can you see this particular material has assigned this auto number 2154. Okay, and let us take this as it is a sugar crystals. Okay.
Rajesh, material number can be externally and internally.
Yes, material number can be assigned externally or internally, and in this case, the system has assigned internal number range.
Okay.
Yep. This is a material group we have assigned. Hitting it enter, and in S/4HANA, very important to understand, my dear friends, that in S/4HANA, the number range limit is 40 character. Let me just count this for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is the 18. But if I count completely from here, where I am putting my cursor over here, it's 40 character. Let me just open a new screen and let me just tell you. MM01, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Right? So this is as for HANA system, friends. But in old ECC system, this limit is up to 18 characters. So this is a very important interview question. The people can ask you that what is the maximum limit of material number in S4 HANA. So your answer will be 40, 40, 40, 40, right?
Yes.
So please always remember that. कभी भूलना नहीं है ये. और पुराने सिस्टम में ये था 18 कैरेक्टर्स, यानी 18. So this is the plant store location, and in purchasing, just a moment, I am going to purchasing. Here you can see this is the purchasing group wherein you can link the buyer to the material group as well. So we have created one purchasing group as M01, and we will going to assign Madhura. That Madhura is responsible to purchase the raw material for the company. We have linked this purchasing group. Okay. Now hitting enter, we are moving on to the next view, that is basic unit of measure, unit of issue, picking area, batch management. So nothing specific to be entered in this particular view, and you can see all these org levels are over there. Enter, one more enter. Now we will come to the accounting one, wherein you will going to assign a valuation class. This valuation class is responsible to hit the GL account whenever you are purchasing the sugar crystals, whatever be the quantity, if it is 1 kg or 2 kg. So whatever the price you are spending, that price will going to go into the inventory management with reference to the general ledger accounting. And this is how you can save the material.
So
So
Rajiv, the views that you selected while you were creating, so it depends on your needs, or this is these are the views that we always have to select.
So actually it completely depends on the business need, that how many views they want to maintain. Okay. Yep. Not all the views are important. For example, this purchase order text is really not needed, but for example, if they want to maintain some text relevant to purchasing activities, then they can maintain it. And this basic data is relevant to the material description, basic unit of measure, the material group, right? So these are very important one. We cannot ignore them. And as this is the raw material, then definitely we have to purchasing as well. And as this is a valued material, that means we have to put it in the inventory. So that is why the general plant and store locations are important. And it is again, as it is a valued material, then definitely we have to maintain the accounting entries as well, with the valuation class and with the price as well. For example, let me just go to the accounting view. Here is the plant, and I can show you that the sugar price what I maintain is 39 rupees. The normal price which is valid all over the India. Right. So this is how we can maintain the material master data.
Ravi, one question.
Yep.
So for maintaining the material master, only person will responsible, or it is the integration between SD and FI also?
It is an integration. Absolutely, there is an integration, but usually what happens that these all material master data are created when we gather all the information from all these 3 or 4 teams, like sales and distribution, if it is a finished material, like accounting people, that which particular valuation class is there to maintain it in the material master record, right? And from the sourcing team as well, the purchasing team, who will going to maintain the purchasing relevant entries.
Okay. Means after gathering all the details from other teams, then we person will create a material, right?
Exactly. Yes. Guys, can you just give me 2 or 3 minutes? I will be back quickly. Right?
Okay.
Guys, this is our second class, right?
Yes.
And we have completed organizational structure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone creating a workshop group? Hello.
Hello everyone, I am back.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I'm saying I'm back. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's start.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we will going to just check whether this material is updated in the couple of material master tables or not. So how we will going to search that in which table this data has gone. So let us take an example of this particular data, basic data one. And very important thing, guys, there are a couple of views which we have maintained till now in this material master data. They are maintained at hello. Yes. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now we will going to learn that how to find that which particular field is getting updated in which table. So let us take an example of this description, sugar crystal. So just put your cursor over here and then press F1 key on your laptop keyboard or desktop keyboard, F1, and this screen will going to appear. Technical information, that is performance assistant, like this. Okay, this will going to tell you about the documentation, that text containing up to 40 characters that describes a material in more details. Now what you have to do, you have to hit on this fourth icon from the left. So from the left, 1, 2, 3 and 4, just click on this and you will be able to see the table name MAKT. That means it is a description table. Right now we are searching for the description, the sugar crystal, and the field name is MAKTX. सबको समझ में आ रहा है फ्रेंड्स कि मटेरियल मास्टर डेटा की टेबल्स को कैसे सर्च करना है, ढूंढना कैसे है एसएपी के अंदर? हेलो?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So this is a table for material description, MAKT. Let us go to the Word document. Where is the Word document? No. We haven't. I think. Just a moment. Where is the Word document? Okay. Leave it for the Word document. Now let us go to the basic unit of measure, in which table this field is getting saved. So basic unit of measure. Again, click on the fourth icon from the left. That is technical information. Click on it, and you can see this particular field for basic unit of measure is getting saved in which table? It is MARA, MARA, and the field name is MEINS. Okay. Let us check the table for material group. Just put your cursor over this field. Again, click on F1, and then again click on the fourth icon from the left. That is for the technical information, and this will going to show you the details of the table, that is MARA, and the field name is MATKL, material group. So this is material group. And one more important thing I would like to share, that this particular data, basic data 1, is maintained at client level. So there is no specific org level is appearing over here. It will going to be common for n number of plants. For example, let's just assume that after 7 or 8 months, the company Reliance had opened is new manufacturing facility in MP, in Jabalpur. So what they will going to use the same material, and they will going to extend this material to that plant, but they will not going to change the material code. They will not going to change the description. It will going to remain same. So this particular data, that is basic data 1 and basic data 2, will be maintained at client level. But when it comes to purchasing, this particular view is maintained at plant level, because if we talk about the purchasing group buyer like Madhura, she will not be available in the Jabalpur plant. She will be available in her own Karnataka plant, for example. But when you are extending this material to Jabalpur plant, let's take an example 1720, then some other buyer will going to purchase the material, this sugar locally for their plant. Then at that situation, let's assume that Bhaskar is located in Jabalpur plant, and for that material in the plant 1720, this purchasing group we have to maintain as B01. सबको समझ में आ रहा है फ्रेंड्स? मैं क्या बोलना चाह रहा हूँ कि अलग-अलग प्लांट के लोकेशन पे अलग-अलग बायर काम करेगा.
Yes, right.
These will be the local buyers who are involved in procuring the raw material activities for their Reliance plant located in Jabalpur, not in Karnataka. If it is Karnataka, Madhura will going to work, and if it is Jabalpur, Bhaskar will going to work, right?
सर, सो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि जनरल डेटा कहीं पे भी चेंज नहीं होगा?
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने.
ये प्लांट डेटा चेंज करना पड़ेगा लोकेशन के हिसाब से.
बिल्कुल करना पड़ेगा. प्लांट डेटा भी चेंज करना पड़ेगा, और अगर पॉसिबल हुआ देन वी मे हैव टू चेंज द अकाउंटिंग डेटा एज वेल. ये वैल्यूएशन क्लास का जीएल अकाउंट तो सेम रहेगा, रॉ मटेरियल, लेकिन क्या पता जबलपुर के अंदर जो शक्कर है वो 39 रुपीज 50 पैसे की मिल रही हो, 50 रुपए ज्यादा की, तो वहां के प्लांट में आपको ये चेंजेस करने पड़ेंगे while extending the material from the existing Karnataka plant to Jabalpur plant. वो करना पड़ेगा आपको इसका, क्योंकि sorry.
Well, this valuation class is generated by us or any other team?
It is generated by SAP finance people. We
Okay.
are not the responsible and accountable people for this. So they are giving us the data before we are creating the material master record.
Okay, and this material group also, right?
Material group we will be creating in
Okay.
SAP system. Yep, it is our scope work for
Okay.
SAP consultant. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So friends, if you can see this accounting data, this is also maintained at plant level, right? Plant data storage location. Let me just go to 171A, hit on enter. If you see, there is no any stock over here, stock for this particular plant, because this is absolutely a new material. That's why it is quite obvious that there is no any stock for it. But you can also check the stock of different, in different location as well. We will going to learn in our next session that how we can extend this material to a different plant, and then you can check the stock as well, that how much kilogram of sugar is lying in the Jabalpur plant. Similarly, we can check the stock in the Karnataka plant as well, right? So this is how this works. And let us quickly go to the accounting view as well. I just want to show you the table, that in which particular table the standard price is maintained in SAP system. So F1 press kijiye, and from the left hand side again click on the technical information. This icon is in the shape of hammer and spanner, and just click on it, and you can see that the table name is actually, this is appearing as a structure table, and this is the field name STPRS_1. Actually in HANA this table is different. In ECC this table is MBEW. So let us forget MBEW. We have to take care of this particular structure table. Actually structure table is a combination of so many transparent tables, and these structure tables are displayed with the transaction SE11 but not with SE16. SE16 से आपका always ये वाला टेबल डिस्प्ले होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल बेसिक डेटा 2 में गए शुगर क्रिस्टल्स, F1 दबाइए, और यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे तो SE16 से ये वाला टेबल आप डिस्प्ले कर सकते हो, MAKT, but not the structure table. So we will going to learn more about the structure table in our next session. अच्छा, कल का सेशन, कल के लिए आप अवेलेबल हो सब लोग? कल 1 घंटे के लिए मिल रहे हैं हम लोग 8 और 9 के बीच में.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
ठीक है ना?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure.
क्योंकि क्या है, हाँ बोलिए.
How we get the details of tomorrow's class?
I think what you have to do, you have to just log in into your Zoom portal as usual, that attendance portal, and just log in like you log in today. Simple.
Okay.
Yeah. Because आज जो अपना 1 घंटे का लॉस हो रहा है ना, वो 1 घंटे का लॉस हम कल पूरा कर लेंगे.
Okay.
ठीक है ना फ्रेंड्स? तो this was all about the material master data, and let us quickly cover the material type as well. OMS2 मटेरियल टाइप कल भी कवर करेंगे. मटेरियल टाइप बहुत बड़ा टॉपिक है. सो यहाँ पर आप देखिए.
Yes. सर जो ये हमने अभी किया है ना, ये मटेरियल जो हमने क्रिएट किया है, वो जनरली कंसल्टेंट्स करेंगे या ये एंड यूजर्स करते हैं सर?
या वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. एक्चुअली कैसा रहता है, हर एक कंपनी में डिपेंड करता है कि उनके पास कितने रिसोर्सेस हैं और कितना उनका बजट है, टू हैव डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ लाइसेंसेस. यूजुअली क्या होता है, बड़ी बड़ी कंसल्टिंग कंपनीज में जो क्लाइंट होते हैं ना, क्लाइंट जिनके SAP इंप्लीमेंट हुआ होता है, उनकी खुद की मास्टर डेटा टीम होती है. सो दे आर बिजनेस पीपल, दे आर द एंड यूजर्स. हमारा काम नहीं है मटेरियल मास्टर डेटा बनाना, बट बीइंग ए SAP MM consultant, you should be very much aware that how many views are there, how these views are getting controlled, how the material number range is getting triggered, right? So that is why I'm showing you each and every step for creating the material master data, but it is really not SAP MM consultant job to create those material master data, right?
Yeah, we are responsible to create material groups and material types.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely correct. Yes. And also you are responsible to link the number ranges to these material types as well. Okay. So if you can see guys, सब लोग जरा ध्यान से देखिए, हम लोग material type में हैं, and if you can just, I'm hovering my cursor over here. If you can see over here, we are in the transition OMS2. This is called the very important transition, and it is the heart of materials management. Here you can see all these views are selected, which are relevant for this raw material. These are the views which I was talking about: accounting, classification, MRP, purchasing, costing, basic data, storage, forecasting, quality management, plant stock, accounting.
सर ये तो वही व्यूज है जो मटेरियल क्रिएट करते वक्त आ रहा था.
Exactly. तो मेरा what I need to say that whatever the material type you are choosing while creating the material master data, these views are getting controlled from the material type when you are creating the material master data. So this is the control section.
Okay, so this is the backend setting.
Exactly. This is the configuration settings right now we are in. So if I deliberately remove this purchasing part and I hit on continue, so this is the configuration change I did. And let me just come out of this transaction like this. And now I'm quickly going to the MM01 and will going to show that what change this had done to the views part. And here you can see no purchasing section is views is appearing. दिख रहा है आपको परचेसिंग व्यूज में? नहीं दिख रहा ना कहीं भी? मैं नीचे भी स्क्रॉल करता हूँ, नीचे भी स्क्रॉल कर दिया, कहीं नहीं है, ठीक है ना?
नहीं है सर.
अब मैं क्या करता हूँ, फिर से जाता हूँ क्विकली OMS2 में, go to position, select ROH, just double click this and select purchasing and again hit on save. And this material type not only controls the value these views, it also controls the account category reference with which your valuation class is getting triggered. It also controls the price control, and it also controls the quantity and value updating. There are a lot of things which are being controlled by the material type. So we will discuss more in details in the tomorrow session. So MM01 again coming, and let us see the purchasing view. Can you see it is there now?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Purchasing आ गया.
Exactly. Yep. So this is how the material type is controlling several parameters. We will going to learn tomorrow. तो ठीक है फ्रेंड्स, आज का सेशन यही खत्म करते हैं. मुझे प्रिपरेशन करना है, मतलब